at the mainframe. I need to get into the back rooms of the servers. I need to be able to run some exploits. Everybody concentrate. Please help me hacking in the chat. I'm about to do something that no one's ever attempted before. And likely, no one will ever attempt again. This is a very serious endeavor. This is something that, if anything were to go wrong, I don't think there's any coming back from this. Right now I'm trying to run an incursion protocol into YouTube's mainframe. A very tricky system. Lots of failsafes and lots of antiviral programs that could locate my positions and retroactively track my IP and disable my neurons from the inside out. It's very, very intense. Why aren't you helping me hack? There is a wealth of content within the walls of YouTube. Other people think it's safe. It's not. Just like we go about our daily lives thinking that we're safe in our anonymous homes looking up our things when there's actually a complete log of every website you've ever been to, no matter how many times you tried to delete your history, no matter how many incognito windows you open. It's on YouTube servers. I'm not trying to save you from yourself. You'll have to do that for yourself. I'm trying to do this for me. Because after so many years of doing YouTube, I realized that the best way to continue doing YouTube is to steal other people's content. If I can get into YouTube's mainframe, I can bypass all of their copyright systems. I can get in between their firewalls and actually broadcast their content, other YouTubers' contents as my own, with no repercussions to myself. But it's like walking on a knife's edge. You fall off, you get your balls cut in half. For those of you who are wondering, yes, Mavis Beacon has prepared me for this moment. This is now a Mavis Beacon only YouTube channel. If you thought that anything was going to be other than Mavis Beacon type videos, look at the skills that it's given me. When I said that Mavis Beacon was preparing me for war, this is it. But what I'm about to do, beyond this, is so much more than just learning to type and learning to hack and learning all of the mainframe code by memory. This is the new generation of YouTube content creation. I am literally going to steal other YouTubers' contents, and I'm going to play them right here on my stream, and I'm going to attempt to make money off of it. You heard that right. I'm going to steal other people's YouTube videos. This is it. We're coming up in the final lap. This is the final firewall. I'm in. So now, I have in front of me a YouTube video that I've stolen, and there will be absolutely no repercussions to myself. I can broadcast this live on camera. Doesn't matter whose it is. But it's mine now, to watch along, as we enjoy this other YouTuber's content, as if it were my own, which it now is.
Y'all wanna see something funny? The Vine of today! Sorry. The Vine of 2021 is TikTok. I once was like, TikTok is stupid. I don't want to look at it. It's dumb.
This is now my video.
And so, today,
I've stolen
they
it.
sent me a list of TikToks to react to try and not laugh to. So this is the...
Considering it's my content now.
Okay, hi. I'm going to I'm going to steal other YouTubers' content. Totally for real. Not joking. I'm actually doing it. Welcome to Content Thief. I had this idea for a while that I wanted to do a stream with a night vision camera. And then I had an idea of what if I just broadcast other people's YouTube videos and see what happens. So I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to look at, I've been wanting to do this for a while where I look at other YouTubers try not to laugh and judge them harshly if they don't make me laugh. So I'm going to do exactly that. And if it doesn't make me laugh, then they weren't funny videos. And if they laugh, such as this guy right here, I don't know who this is, but I've stolen their YouTube video. I hacked into YouTube's mainframes and I have obtained this video. If it makes this child laugh and not me, that means that they have no sense of humor and I am the ultimate victor and this video will be mine forever. Therefore, here we go.
Try not to laugh. TikTok edition. Pow pow. And then if we don't have enough TikToks, I'll just show you the TikTok likes. But I'm Crank Gameplays on TikTok if you want to get me to 1 million followers. Thank you so much. If you don't do it, I'll cry. All right, Justin, let's see what you got, baby.
Anyone who has access to one of those text to image things. Oh, jeez. Whoops. Dropped my banana.
What? This is not me actually laughing. I didn't actually laugh. I thought it was kind of dumb.
Seems like it might have been a bit of a laugh and you're being a little defensive about it. Seems like you might have thought that it might have been funny, which would be very bad for you.
Justin.
Bad! First one's bad!
What do I get if I don't laugh at all? Do I get something good? Use hashtag EefTalk on Twitter. I'll do this again,
Don't do that.
but I'll react to things, try not to laugh, that you send me. Hashtag EefTalk. That'll be another video. But what do I get if I don't?
I literally can't turn up the volume anymore. This is just how poorly mixed this video is. Just because I stole the video off of YouTube servers does not mean that I can improve it in any way. The firewalls would eject me from the server faster than I would be able to try to modify the videos. This is a very, very delicate situation where I am stealing other people's contents. If I do anything out of the norm to modify the files, they will find me, trace my IP, burst down my door, and murder me. This is a risky operation. Don't try to put me in any unnecessary danger. You understand? Okay, good.
Don't laugh. Okay, I'm taking this as an actual challenge now.
So first of all, our name is called the Bare Naked Ladies.
Hell yeah.
Okay, we're off to a rough start.
Hell
That's
yeah.
going to be pretty hard to market and sell to
that.
just general America,
I
but
love it.
continue. I understand that. Our first song is going to go, Chicken the Chinese, the Chinese chicken. What do you think about that? Martha, can you get security in here?
First of all,
Wow, look at that. Already laughing. We got Chuckles McGee over here, chuckling up a storm. Look at this stupid grin here. Pathetic. Pathetic.
I love this dude. Oh god, it's true. It's true. I listened, not me, but like my family had Bare Naked Ladies on a lot when I was younger. I don't know why. Specifically on road trips. I don't know. But yeah, they have a song and it goes chicken to China, the Chinese chicken. I think that might be the first line. God, that's good. That's a good TikTok. Oh no. I've seen this. I've seen this. I've seen this. And it's so bad. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. It's horrible. Why did they give him human ears? That's not what the dog's ears actually...
Don't you ever fucking rev your engine around my girlfriend again. She has fucking heart problems.
That's pretty good.
Such a naughty little rascal.
Oh.
Pick it up. Pick up the sugar. Pick it up. Give it a taste.
Oh, you gonna pick
Naughty
it?
monkey.
No, you have to stir it in. You have to stir it in, silly monkey.
Is this your board?
What is that?
Yeah. Would you mind if I wrote it? No, I'm gonna go for it. Yeah? Yeah, I'll go. Alright.
That's pretty good. You're gonna mess up your jeans though. That grip tape is gonna mess up your jeans.
Bag.
I have a feeling something really, really bad is gonna happen.
Like, it's so small. Like, it's small. Oh my God, it's literally. It's shrinking. How does that happen? I don't know. It's tiny. Why did it look huge?
What the what?
It's crazy. The
What?
Watch. Like, it's so small. Like, it's small. It's literally.
That is actually a fascinating optical illusion. I don't know how that happens. Look, I don't know what to tell you guys. I literally can't make it any louder. Turn up your dang volume. I'm so tired of people like, it's so quiet. You have a volume button. See? My volume don't go up no more. It is that loud. That's it.
It's shrinking.
How? What? You zoomed out while moving forward. They did a push-pull.
Something really cool about the Latin language that I think not many people know about
Is that the scientific name for the great horned owl is Bubo virginanus.
I'm lightheaded. My iron. Oh, they're gonna put.
Silly.
Put cheese on a dog? You gonna put cheese on the dog? What are you putting cheese on? I want to do that to somebody. Uh-oh. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you... That just got me so off guard.
Yeah, I thought this was called Try Not to Laugh. I thought that, excuse me, this video that I've stolen from YouTube's mainframe, it clearly says, try not to laugh. I fail to see, is my webcam transparent? Am I fading from reality? Am I slowly melting away? Has YouTube caught on to the fact that I am trying to steal content? There we go. That's better. YouTube has no idea what I'm doing. There's no way that YouTube could ever find out what I've got going on here. We continue.
What are you doing, sir? What is that? Just milk? What you missed so hard. You missed so hard. Oh, that is so upsetting. What sound did their microwave just make? That was weird.
Hey guys, I'm in New York City just hanging out.
Who is that? Who are both? What's happening?
Okay, so I'm gonna need a second here to clear my throat. I'm just getting over a cold, but I'll give y'all a little hint of what I can do. Okay.
I want to hear you poop. That was real. That was actually somebody pooping. I'm doing pretty well on this don't laugh so far.
Wait, what did you just say? I'm sorry, let's rewind the tape. Can you play that back for me? Let's see something here. I'm gonna go to the scoreboard. Where's that scoreboard? Here it is. If you see, we have 4 laughs, 3 no laugh, 1 scream, 3 pity laughs, 1 flabbergasted, upset over spilled milk. TikTok said almost got me fired. I believe Mr. Crane Gameplays, I believe that you're not doing too good. If the scoreboard has anything to say about that.
Hey guys, I'm in New
I'm sorry.
Night vision goggles. Oh, that'd be awesome. I want a gun.
I need a gas mask.
That stick looks like a gun.
I want it. I want a knife.
It's very true. It's very, very true.
I want to light that shit on fire. A sword is a must. I need a sword.
I do want a sword.
I need a full plate of armor if I'm getting the sword.
I want a fucking flamethrower.
I want a
I want
flamethrower.
a bullwhip. Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would be pretty. That would
yeah,
be.
I need a whip.
I need a couple ninja stars, some shurikens
Yep.
throw on the wall.
Yep. Throw them at trees outside. The night vision goggles.
Okay, yeah, the night vision. I feel called out about the night vision considering I am currently doing a stream with night vision. This is actual night vision. Here, I'll turn the night vision off. Never mind, it doesn't look any different. It's very dark in here. It just, it's on auto exposure, so it compensates. Or it's very dark in here. There's just, I can't turn off my monitors or else I wouldn't be able to see. So there, night vision. So I actually have night vision on, and yes, it's a must.
Goggles though, I almost bought night vision goggles. For a wedding present for my friend, I bought him night vision goggles. I bought him like $500 night vision goggles. And he loves them.
This filter to see if
Oh,
your
no.
teeth are white.
Oh, it's this dude. I fucking love this dude. I love him! I love him so much. On my TikTok, I have some of his stuff liked. Let's go through some of my liked TikToks because we've got time. Justin, I didn't laugh at many of those.
I don't know who Justin is, but you need to stop lying. The lies are really starting to mount up. Considering this is my video now and I've stolen it, I have higher standards of truth-telling on my channel. So I'm gonna need you to tell the truth from now on.
Learn more about my humor!
Anyone else been, like, unable to stop saying wacky slash at any possible moment?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me reiterate, this is one of Ethan's first likes on his TikTok.
So my friend just showed me this website where
I don't remember
you can
this.
put your mouse on the screen and it will give you an image of someone pointing at your mouse. So look, there's my mouse. I'm just gonna move it over it.
I remember this. That's so good. Oh, hold on. I want to go to there. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, that is a very, very funny website.
I'm gonna pause this current thievery, and I'm going to thieve even more content because the content that I just saw being consumed and enjoyed, I am now going to consume. I'm going to find the finger pointing website. I hope I don't find the pornographic version or something like that. Okay, I found it. This is great. This might be the. Alright, this is a pretty good website. This is a really good website, guys. This might be this is a really good website. I am really, really, really impressed. Oh boy, that is fantastic. Alright, hang on, I gotta. Holy shit. Oh god. They're pointing beneath me. And I got this. Hey. Oh shit. I love it. Wait a minute. That one's it's kind of pointy there. Okay, enough of that. Back to the stealing of the content.
God, this is so good. Chances of being killed by a toddler are low, but never zero.
Merry Christmas from Nonna and Marco. Oh, thank you, Nonna.
There's some money in there.
There appears to be.
So good. It's so true.
Follow me, we have a lot of important things to do. No, keep following me. No, don't leave, it's right around the corner. I promise, it's right over here. Right around the corner.
Emma Stone on her day off.
Keep following me.
Woo! So true.
Follow me, we have a lot of important things to do. No, keep following me. No, don't leave, it's right around the corner. I promise, it's right over here. Right around the corner.
Emma Stone on her day.
It's one of those things where you don't want any part of it, and then it just keeps going.
Day off.
Woo! Tonight we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ of Nazareth in a town called Bethlehem. Of course, that's only if you're a follower of the Christian faith. Radical leftist socialists like AOC and Ilhan Omar would have you believe that a giant man with a beard is going to invade your home. Leave presents for your children and family. A giant man with a beard wearing a red suit. Now, why is that? The only person I can think of with a giant beard who would want to leave free presents for everyone is Karl Marx.
It's so spot on. It looks like the fucking Grinch, baby. Oh, it's so good. All right, well,
oh, sorry. Let me. This is my video now, so I have to take ownership over it. Hold on.
I'm getting lightheaded. I need to go eat something. You should eat something too. Have you been drinking water today? Did you take your medication? Let me know in the comments. Oh, good shit. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget, use hashtag EveTalk. Send me your funniest TikToks, and I'll do another one of these. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to
And all that thing, whatever the hell that was like this, subscribe, go listen to Distractable, and go My Favorite Sports Team. I am doing this not for generous purposes. I am a content thief. I am full ownership of that. I am doing this for money. I am doing this to steal other people's content to make easy money. That is why I'm doing it. Subscribe to further my endeavors to thieve more content, and like this video so more people can be here so I can further thieve other people's content and make more money. Understood? I'm glad we're clear on this. Now on to the next victim. One moment.
reestablish my connection to YouTube's servers. If I use the same IP address more than once every 2 minutes, then they're gonna trace my location and I'll be gone in an instant. An airstrike straight from YouTube. Mr. YouTube himself will be dedicated right to my ass. And I can't have that. If this stream gets cut out, I'm dead. I'm also implanting kill codes in YouTube servers, so if they do find me, at least I'll take them down with me. I need everyone else to help me hack this server in chat so that I can find my victim. If you guys in chat hack, wink wink, and help me find my next victim, wink wink, I'll be able to hack sooner. Winkety winkety wink, am I making myself clear to you? I have to be making myself clear to you. If there's any kind of interruption in our communication, if we don't know exactly what we're going to be doing here, wink, 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 then YouTube's going to be on my ass. And my ass is going to be grass. My ass is going to be gone. Oh, I know it. I've got it. I'm in. I've done it. Another successful hack. As if there was any danger, which there is. If I were to mess up at all at any moment, I would be done for. And all of this would be for nothing. I've got it. I'm in.
Hello? I just wanted to leave you a message letting you know a little more about the job. Now, you've been hired to watch over Markiplier's house? Yeah, he's a big-time YouTuber guy. Have you heard of him? Now, he's not like other game YouTuber types like your PewDiePies or your Jacksepticeyes. No, he loves milk. And frankly, I'll tell you something, he can't get enough of it. So, I left about 3 gallons of whole milk in the basement, or was it 2? I don't know. There should be enough to keep him satisfied for the night, or at least I hope. But if he runs out of milk, he gets, well, we don't need to go into all of that, so, be careful for all, you know. Also, his house is ran on milk energy, so you only have so much power for the night. But you should be okay. Just keep checking the cameras and only close the doors if absolutely necessary.
Hello, everybody. I'm Markiplier. I actually have wanted to do this for a long time, and everyone has said that it's a very bad idea. I want to download this video. I want to redo the voices, and I want to upload it to my channel without ever asking for permission. So I'm going to do that right now.
Oh, hello everybody, my name is Markiplier.
I literally have wanted to do this for so long.
Oh, you silly cat. Oh, I can smell your bones from here. Oh, sweet calcium. I need more calcium.
I want to actually do this, which I will.
Oh, you silly
It's so
cat.
hard making history every day.
Still quote this to this day.
Oh, so hard making history every day.
Don't credit him, ask for permission. I'm sorry, did I stutter in the title of this? The title of the video is Stealing Other YouTubers' Content. What part of that made you think that I was in any way apologetic about everything that I was doing? Because I'm not. I'm here to steal content, and I'm here to profit off of it. I'm not doing this because I'm moral. I'm not taking any stance about this. I am simply stealing other people's content. This is Content Thief, and I'm stealing it. There's no guise of hiding it with reactions or whatever. I am straight up stealing other people's content. And there's not a goddamn thing YouTube can do to stop me. I'm hacked into their servers. I'm so deep inside their mainframes. I'm so far behind their firewalls that there's nothing they can do. I'm like a ghost in the system. And they'll never trace me. They'll never find me. Never. Plus, it's a fact that if you have night vision, then you are officially you abstain from crime. That's actually a fact. That holds up in court. If you have night vision on, you can't be convicted of any crime. 100%. You absolutely cannot be convicted of a crime. That you can take my word on that one. Don't take my word on that one.
So sexy.
The man's being shy in his room.
Oh, you silly cow.
Just that. Oh, you silly cow.
You have all the milk, don't you?
You have all the milk, don't you?
Oh, it's so hard being me. The crowd screams,
and they scream for me.
Glory comes at such a heavy price.
There's just such good lines in this one. It's such good lines. I still quote them to this day.
I still quote them to this day. Oh, you silly cow. You mean to tell me that you haven't liked and subscribed? You think that I won't steal your content? Oh, you silly cow. I'm making history every day. It doesn't mean that it's good history.
I really do want to just redub it. I would have gladly done the voices. Anyway, all right. That's now mine. Officially, that's now mine. I've stolen it. Now on to the next victim. I'm in. Sorry.
I'm in. I've done it. Some may think that I'm starting to become cocky, but when you're as good as me at hacking into YouTube's mainframe at this point, there's really nothing that you can be afraid of. I've protected myself. I've used YouTube's firewalls to build my own firewalls. Impenetrable barriers of fire. Mr. YouTube can't get a trace. If he tries to fire one of his air-to-ground missiles on my ass, he will just only miss and hit some innocent bystanders. And he wouldn't want that. For all the glory that YouTube is, they do have some kind of a moral backbone, and that is their weakness. I don't have any morals. I'm the content thief, and I'm here to steal again. And I'll do it again and again, until I'm satisfied. And let me tell you, I'm not satisfied. I've got it. It's in hand. I found it. Jacksepticeye is immune to my hacking. This content is now mine. I have claimed it as my own.
Videos, or as some people would like to call it, the new age Vine. Vine is dead and it will never ever be replaced. How dare you say that? Get that dirty filth out of your mouth. But
Vine was okay.
TikTok is becoming such a gigantic phenomenon, way bigger than I ever thought it was going to be. I thought it would just show up, it would die off, and then it would go away like everything else trying to replicate Vine. But it's here to stay. It's a child that no one wanted, but you have to deal with anyway. And when I went to VidCon this year, there were entire parties.
You know, I respect TikTok because it steals all of everyone's personal information. Also, some of the videos are funny, and it has enabled a new generation of content creation, which is pretty cool. But at the same time, it does steal literally all of your data, which is the thing I most respect about it. You know, all that thing about, like, enabling creativity among people. I love the fact that it steals literally everything about your personal data. That is cool.
He's absolutely filled with TikTokers. Face it, TikTok only got good when it starts to replicate what Vine was. That's just an absolute fact. Okay, I laugh at everything all the time. So now is a chance to steal myself.
I've already stolen yourself.
Become warrior. Nothing is funny. Not even this hilarious yellow floppy banana.
I call it, I'm gonna marry him, I'm gonna marry him, I'm gonna marry him.
Okay. This might actually be a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think anything was going to make me laugh. No, that doesn't count. I'm laughing at myself. Smiling does not count either. It's only laughing. All right?
Smiling might count. But not in my videos. My videos, they don't count. Definitely.
I thought these were going to be really bad. But god damn it, these might actually be funny. Okay. Woo!
Joe's not here today.
Joe.
That wasn't funny. Okay. He started off good. You had me in the first half, I'm not gonna lie. And then you came in with that. Is that what TikTok is? It's just kids making older people feel uncomfortable? Am I too old for this now? Will I not get it?
Show the weapon. How we going? No, don't do it, Ken. You got it.
Oh god, this is a terrible idea.
Come on, do it.
This is an awful idea. Oh my god! What was that? What was he trying to get into his mouth? Is that hit him in the mouth? It probably would have knocked out his teeth. Jeepers, man! Be careful out there, kids. Split his glasses right in half. Alright? No, I didn't laugh. None of that was funny. I was amazed. I was shocked. I was disgusted. I was every other emotion except laughter. Is laughter an emotion? Yes, it is.
Get your paw off the table.
Oh.
Get your paw. Get your paw off the table. Baby.
It's not funny. It's not funny. It's mildly amusing. It'll make me do a little... but not laughter. It will be a cold day in hell before I laugh in a Jacksepticeye video.
Donovan told me that these plates right here don't break.
They really don't break.
Not that funny. Not that funny. Okay. Not that funny. I'm not laughing at that. If I laugh at that, then comedy is dead and life is over. Alright? There's only top tier jokes allowed on this channel. I have never made a joke that's bad. It's all good. I'm not laughing at it. No.
I just found out that my sister is pregnant. I'm gonna be a dad.
Son of a bitch! Why is incest funny to me? I knew where it was going. I knew exactly that that's what he was going to say. And I still almost laughed at it. But not quite.
Wait. Did you know 1 out of 3 hoes is mad?
I'm not mad.
I'm not mad. I'm mad.
Did I laugh? No, I didn't. didn't count. That didn't count. Go fuck yourself. That didn't count. Oh my god, I wish I had teachers like that when I was in school. Why is all my teachers lame? Why was none of my teachers hose mad? Hose mad all the time. I'm mad. I'm mad that my teacher wasn't like that. I had crap teachers that just got mad at me because I was a dumbass. Okay, those ones I feel like are not the top quality ones. I've never looked at the TikToks in these videos. And I know everyone at home right now is saying like, Jack, those aren't even the funny ones. All right? So
I'm saying that. Those aren't even the funny ones. I haven't even gotten close to laughter. Then again, I expunged all joy in my soul to become the heartless bastard that steals other people's content. That brings me joy.
We're going to look at this one. This was uploaded in February and has basically 16 million views. So if this isn't funny, y'all need Jesus.
Yo, Clifford's mailman ain't got no business being that sick.
Fuck. Okay. I feel like every time I've looked at a Try Not to Laugh video, I've always felt like it's probably very easy not to laugh. If you just stand there and go, eventually you'll get through it. You just mentally go somewhere else. But I can't do it. Everything is funny to me.
Ugh, bath time, my least favorite time of the night. Sorry, just had to wash my hands before getting in. Oh, just anger the laughter away. The opposite of laughter is anger. That's why my dad never found anything funny. Punch the air. Punch the air. I have way too much laughter built up in me. I'm a laughy taffy. I'm not going to be able to make it through this. This video is 12 minutes long and I'm 30 seconds in.
Don't eat the packing peanuts!
What? What was that? That's not a laugh. All right? I swear to God, I wasn't going to hit you. I wasn't going to gesture that. I would never gesture to hit you. I would.
Don't flinch. Don't flinch. Don't flinch. Did you flinch? 2 for flinching. Don't flinch. I'll steal your content. There's a very Blair Witch at the moment right now. I would do it. I'll punch you right in the face. And then I'd steal your content. I would 100% do that.
I would never use violence to overcome bad emotions.
I would.
But what the fuck? Who thinks of these things? Why are you just sitting in a box of packing peanuts? That's epic.
Wait for some fucking snacks. Oh, Ma, there's a little bitch in the fucking snacks again.
Low effort. Low tier. I'm not a little bitch.
Did you flinch?
I know that for a fact, so you're wrong.
Can't you read?
Forbidden rice. Okay. I feel like I'm ready to laugh. I feel like these would make me laugh all the time. But there's pressure on me. There's eyeballs on me. You're watching me. I feel judged if I laugh at something too easy. Don't do that!
Do that. I don't know why I'm like crime lord at the moment, encouraging people to do crimes. Don't do that. If you do that, disavow any knowledge that I said to do that. I only encourage the stealing of content. Actually, I do not encourage the stealing of content. I steal the content. And that is all.
Don't do that! That's a terrible idea! Airplane toilets are scary enough as it is already. I'm always afraid that I'll be sitting down and I'll go to reach for the toilet paper and accidentally elbow the button. And then all of a sudden, all of me is all of out there. I'll just be sucked out. It'd be like opening up a hole in a watermelon and sticking a Hoover into it and just sucking all the insides out.
That is actually true. That would happen. So I don't know if you realize how much danger you're in if you're in an airplane toilet and you accidentally press the flush. You just better hope you're not making a perfect seal on the toilet seat with your ass, because you will be sucked out from the outside in. From the inside out. From the inside out of the plane and yourself. Did you flinch? That was a lie, by the way.
I don't want it. Also, why would you mess up a... You could have broken the airplane toilet. I'm too old for this. Now, did they think that that was the toilet making the noise, or did they think that it was you making the noise? Did you leave the toilet and everybody in the plane was like, "Are you okay?"
Stop.
Kids are so weird. Is she trying to choke herself?
Stop.
What was that fucking face? Oh my god. What was...
When I was a kid, I would take, and this is when I was like 5, I would take spaghetti, and I would hold one end of it, and I would swallow the other, and I would swallow it down, and then I would pull it back up out. I was not a smart kid. I can't say for certain if I'm a smart adult. Literally. And this is the same era of me that would play a contest to see how many Chef Boyardee ravioli I could swallow at once. I was not a smart kid.
What was the reason for recording this at all?
You still do
No,
that?
that wasn't the laugh. Damn it! I'm not allowed to laugh, okay?
Hey, bro, Kyle. My mom said that your mom just died, so you're staying with us. But she's bringing home Taco Bell, or I can tell her to bring home Domino's.
Oh my god, that acting is so good. That looks exactly like a real kid. Is he a kid?
I get asked all the time, how tall are you? I tell them I'm 6'10", like, wow, that's so cool, you must be so good at basketball and you can reach things off high shelves. I'm like, yeah, being 6'10" is cool, but like there are also some issues with being 6'10".
Oh my god, that was perfect comedic timing. Oh no! Yeah, I mean, I know all about that. I know it's not funny because I know exactly what it's like to be a super tall dude. You know, I walked into the room and I have to be like, whoa, watch out.
When I was a child, I tried to play a game where I jumped on the bed and there was a ceiling fan over the bed. And I would bounce on the bed when the fan was on, and I tried to get my head through the gap. It was on the lowest setting. And I was trying to jump up in the gap of the fan blades, you know, so I wouldn't hit the fan blades. I hit the fan blades. I broke the fan.
Okay, so you're just gonna put your finger in.
Whoa.
You know why it does that?
Why?
Because you're adopted.
It's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's not funny. It's not funny. You ever get that where you're trying to hold in the laughs, that at some point, the dumbest shit makes you laugh? I feel like I'm trying not to laugh at a funeral right now. Oh, okay. That was good. I like that. I know how to play that on piano now. I can't do it for you here.
That's boom.
Oh, that is exactly something I would do.
That's boom. That's boom.
Silly the laughs out, Jack. Come on. Okay.
Let's enhance. Hold on. Why can't I zoom anymore? Let's take a look at what we're looking at here. Alright, cool. Just wanted to see. I see an eagle. What do you see? It's a Rorschach test. It's a beautiful eagle, flapping its wings, enjoying freedom, soaring through the skies, peering down at the natural splendor below. It's a majestic eagle, soaring between the Rocky Mountains, gliding over the water. It's beautiful. Oh, it's a penis. Oh. Oh.
Pocket, and everyone
Do a heel stretch out.
scared. Sometimes I carry my floppy banana in my pocket, and everyone's like, God almighty, what's wrong with you?
Nicole thinks she can still do a heel stretch after like 4 years of not cheering.
Oh! Oh, I feel like I can smell that one from here. That has some stank on it. That was a wet one. You need to go change your underwear right now. Take a shower as well.
Why did you do it? Why did you do it?
That's clever. That's very clever. I like that one.
Why did you do it? Why did you do it?
That is very funny.
Very clever. I like that one. That was dumb.
Hey, how can you tell if the pasta's ready? Just throw it on the wall. If it sticks, it's ready. Fuck, maybe 2 more minutes.
I did not see where that one was going. Holy fuck.
Fuck, maybe 2 more minutes.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Alright, you know, I wasn't sure if there was gonna be anything funny here, but it seems like the Mr. Maybe this was worth stealing after all. So, pretty happy about this. A good find for my collection. But now, it's time for the ultimate thievery. This is thievery beyond thievery. This is actually probably illegal. So I'm going to do it because I am the content thief. So, truth be told, this actually is kind of questionable, and I'm going to have to answer for this tomorrow when I do this thing that I am about to do. Not joking, because the content that I'm about to steal, it's behind a paywall. Literally. You can't get this content unless you pay for it, or procure it through, unsavory means. But I'm always willing to stoop lower than anyone's willing to stoop before. Nothing will stop me from procuring the content with which I crave. I will steal any content from any place, anywhere, at any time, and there's nothing that anybody can do to stop me. No, this is beyond YouTube. I need to stop hacking into YouTube servers or else they're going to be on to me. They've already started to put in subroutines that are taking down my firewalls that I stole from them. My retroviral anti-killer programs are all being dismantled on the codular level, so I need to get out of the YouTube servers. But my next target is a website with which they do not have the same kind of securitized resources that YouTube does. I infiltrated this organization long ago, starting from the bottom and slowly working my way up the ladder. The chain of command is broken where I have cracked it, and I will not apologize for anything I'm about to do. You heard that right. I infiltrated Corridor Digital, and I am about to steal their content that is behind the paywall on their website. Content that is not on their Corridor Crew channel or their Corridor Digital channel. I'm going to show you things that no one has ever seen without paying for it on the website. This actually will probably be unsavory, and I will have to answer for this, but I'm going to do it, and no one is going to stop me, because I cannot be stopped. Even now, I am completely anonymous. You don't know my identity, and you don't know who I am. You don't know where I've come from, and you don't know where I'm going. The sheer number of firewalls that protect me would boggle your mind. No, I'm actually going to show you stuff on the website. I am stealing other people's content today. One moment, please. So, this is the Corridor Crew website. I am logged in. I am a paying member, and this is one of many things. Oops. Sorry, I thought my stream went down for a second. The sheer number of firewalls protected me, though. So anyway, literally my browser crashed over on the stream window, but it's okay. That was one of my retro antiviral programs taking it for me. Really took it for me. Yes. So this is the exclusive content, the crew cuts that you cannot see anywhere else. I've been with them for about 2 months now. And as you can see, there's a certain someone here on this website. Look familiar? Yes, I've been in videos behind a paywall that you did not even know about. I've been there for 2 months, working in the background. I've been the Corridor crew intern for 2 months, and many of you didn't even know. I helped them film videos. I helped build this Nerf finger. In fact, there I am. I used my engineering expertise, yes, expertise, I said it, to build that. Help build that, I didn't build it all myself. I've helped them with their video ideas, I've helped them with their thumbnails, and just today, I was featured in a video, the concept of which I came up with. This is all true. Many of you may not have known this, but that Nerf finger, I helped make that happen. But that's not what I'm here to show you. I'm here to show you content that I can steal. And this is content that I not only stole, but that you can't get on the normal YouTube channel. I will show you. I will show you Markiplier versus Donkey. I'm gonna show it to you, and then next week when another video comes out featuring my own mother on this very channel, I will steal that as well. I swear. On my life, I will steal it. Anyway, with Lib.
Let's watch this. I literally did not ask permission to do this. So if you think that this is some bit to promote anything of Corridor or talk about how I'm on the show, no. This is actually a video that I don't think you can watch without paying for their website subscription. So I'm showing this to you, and I have not asked any permission to do this at all. Period. So let's watch.
You know, I used to be an intern here at Corridor when I first...
Oh, wait a minute. Interesting. Is that DRM?
started out in...
Is that DRM? You can't see the video. Are they trying to protect it from rebroadcasting? That's clever. That's clever. They're trying to prevent me from stealing this content. Clever. Interesting. I gotta turn off hardware acceleration, you say? Oh. Alrighty then. I'll do just that, actually. One moment. I probably gotta... Yeah, that's right. 1 second. Don't you worry about a thing. I got some hacking to do. There we go. Easy as pie.
You know, I used to be an intern here at Corridor when I first started out in 2016. I don't really have that many memories of the time, but I remember it was fun.
Teabag him. Welcome to Corridor Digital.
But very soon we are going to be getting a new intern because the Son of a Dungeon team needs some help.
So every character in Son of a Dungeon actually requires a digital double, including the donkey. That means scanning it with Polycam. Thing is, I have a lot of things to scan, so I'm just gonna have the intern do it. Hey, intern.
Huh?
You're an intern. Unpaid.
I feel pretty good. It's an honor to be here. When I saw they had an internship open, I was just like, it's for me. I'm 100% confident. Usually whatever I do, the first time I try it, it works out really well. Do you want me to keep talking? How long does it take to process?
Like 5 minutes.
It's done.
No.
Why are you laughing? I'm gonna take this to Ren.
Yeah, good luck with that.
He's busy. It's okay, I'll wait.
I used water to create the lightsaber.
That should work like that sort of motion. And that was captured from real life.
That's still not building attack.
I'm going to ask you a question, and this really does dictate whether you know me or not. Do you think I actually stood there for 10 minutes? Do you think I'm the type of person who on the first day in a new space would do a bit so audacious without asking anybody that I would freeze in place as soon as someone told me to wait and not move for 10 minutes straight? Because I did that. And they were extremely weirded out. But I did not fucking move until Ren was done.
You ready for me?
Oh,
it's donkey time?
Donkey time.
He's really good.
He's very patient.
All right, let's see your scan. Let's see your scan. Let's. Dude, it turned the tail into the leg.
He's a tripod. It looks rotting.
Dude, he's got a blade nose.
Careful. Wait,
I don't think this is usable, dude.
Wait.
So it looks like you did this using an automatic shutter. Make sure that the images are as crisp as possible. You want to make sure there's parallax. There's too much donkey for your vertical space. Maybe go a little tapping to focus before snapping the image has saved me more often than I
What
can
he was saying in his inane rambling is that you need to understand your subject. You need to understand everything about it. You need to understand the curves, all the different nuances that you need to capture, because how can you capture something if you don't understand it? I was reading between the lines of what he was saying. This is a donkey. I'm applying everything I've learned. Don't use auto mode. Take pictures that are spaced out with enough parallax. Try to fit the donkey in the full frame. If you can't fit the donkey, go Dutch. Tap to focus. I don't think tapping does anything. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't seem to be changing. If I tap up there, it's not like it focuses anywhere else. I don't think Ren knows what he's talking about most of the time. I think he somehow deluded himself into believing that that was actually going to make a difference. And in fact, it did not. I'm going back to auto. Question everything that Ren says.
Did you finish?
Oh, it's uploading.
Oh.
Yeah.
And this is the one that you did with manual.
Don't look at that part.
You notice how the details here are not super clear? Daisy is making the baskets kind of wobble. That could introduce problems.
So like this basket wobbling like this is a problem?
Probably.
Do I have to do it again?
You might have to do it again.
Okay.
But I think you can do better. I think some of your shots, it was pulling from stuff that
I was
wasn't
going
like...
auto. I wasn't tapping to focus.
Dude, you
I thought
said.
I had doubts about everything that you said, and I thought that you going manual was just your last clinging onto some creative attachment to what was being made, and I thought it was a desperate move, and I thought you were pathetic for it.
We talked about this, dude. Manual. Manual. Automatic only works if you've got too much light. We don't have too much light inside, so you have to do it manual.
You know what's funny about that is in the most recent video that just went up on the Corridor Crew channel today, they did have too much light. You remember my flashlight video where I made a video where I was in a dark room with night vision? I had a flashlight that did 100,000 lumens. So I want you all to understand something, how my brain works, because this actually is an important look into it, because even I'm just realizing this right now. The last time I did a night vision video was when I did a night vision video where I did a flashlight in a dark room. Today, there was a light video that was inspired by my idea that I did a flashlight video. I did not realize that I connected this in my head to do a live stream that was also night vision. I don't know how this relates to stealing content. That probably is something tied into my childhood or something like that. But psychologically speaking, I think I subconsciously wanted to do a Night Vision live stream today because the inspiration for Corridor Crew's video today was based on a video where I did it with Night Vision.
Can you show me how?
We'll do it together.
The vibe is so weird.
So the name of the game when you're trying to do photogrammetry is you want sharp images. The downside to using automatic is that it only detects when you move, so it's snapping all the photos while you move. And that's why you have the option to do manual captures, so you can kind of steady the camera and take the photo. You won't get motion blur. I have found that there are images that I thought were in focus, but weren't. So I always try to make a habit of just like constantly just tapping between them. It usually only makes a difference when you're that close.
I see. That's good advice.
So let's compare what these scans look like. I actually took several very specific photos around the face. That's why I have a little bit more detail on the head and the eyes than your scan does. However, if we zoom out, both of these scans look identical. I think you did it. This is pretty solid. Oh. I mean, we'll probably use mine. But yours is totally usable. Are you thirsty?
No.
I am.
But you're unable to control it because
I think you should treat everyone on any kind of hierarchical structure with the same amount of respect because it's just good human decency. Just because you're at a certain point in some kind of corporate ladder doesn't make you any more or less valuable than any other person.
This isn't what I thought it was. When you watch the videos, you see all these special VFX, all this polish, and then you get to the studio and you see all of these inefficiencies everywhere. They just pile everything on the intern. They give everything for me to do, and then I have to do all of it, and I'm not learning anything except for the fact that there seems to be a problem lurking deep at the core.
He's gonna be a great intern.
You work all day, go back to your dorm, and since you can't afford a mortgage.
Well, I did die that day, but apparently I got better. I don't really have a lot of memory. I've actually started to dig deep into the corruption that lies at the heart of Corridor, and being on the inside, this is why I don't feel bad stealing this at all. Because as you can see through the various episodes of the Crew Cuts Season 2, yes, there's also a Season 1. There's probably hundreds of vlogs that you have not seen that are on this website. You can get it by subscribing on the website, corridordigital.com. But you can see my investigation continues beyond just this video. I start to explore the darkness lurking deep within the soul of Corridor. And let me tell you, it's terrifying down there. There are some things that I wish I had not seen. There are some things that I wish I could forget. And there's some things that I don't think I ever will. That place changed me. Forever. And I don't know who I'll be when I'm at the end of it, but you know me, I will see this through to the end. I've changed for the worse, but also I've become stronger for it. All of this amounts to an idea where I will dismantle Corridor from the inside out. Brick by brick, I will take what they think is theirs and I will show them in their face so that they can confront their own darkness inside of them. Yes, the seedy underbelly of Corridor is disgusting. This past week alone, I have dug deeper than anyone in that studio ever has into their past, both metaphorically and physically. There are some things that are so incredibly wrong, you would not believe. No, actually, I spent this last week cleaning out Corridor. I've been taking it upon myself to rebuild their workshop because their workshop is a goddamn nightmare. This is actually not a joke, not a bit at all. Their workshop is fucking hell. And it just so happens that like my latest hyperfixation kind of coincides with this, so it was a perfect storm. My ADHD brain kind of like went into hyperdrive because my buddy John was in town. And he was helping me with a Nerf turret build. And if you don't know about any of what that's about, you got to watch the Corridor Crew videos I've been a part of. Like, that's the only thing. But long story short, he was helping me build a weapon of Nerf destruction that would tear down the walls of Corridor forever. This is all a true story. But there actually is something that is absolutely terrifying that's going to come out in a video. So this is not a joke. I actually built their workbench, but to do that wasn't even the first step. The first step was clearing everything out because number one, it's a bunch of YouTubers doing, regular old videos, content creation, of which I'm stealing. But I gotta tell you about the Boom Boom Room. Okay, the Boom Boom Room is exactly as it sounds. It is a room that probably could have exploded. And this was just there. It was there. It was there. So the Boom Boom Room was kind of this. It wasn't the first thing that kicked all this off, but it was the thing that really, really kicked off the entirety of it. Basically, this was a room in the very back of the studio, in the most isolated part next to the electrical boxes, the fuse boxes. Now, this is an important detail. You know what a fuse box is? It's a panel with fuses in it where all of the amperage going into that building, all the power going into that building runs through those boxes because the fuses are there to protect in case of overages. But that doesn't mean that it's perfectly safe. They can still short circuit, they can still fry, the fuses can be overloaded, and things can go terribly wrong there. And it can spark. So that's important to remember. The other thing in this room that's important to remember, that this is where they stored a lot of their special effects. So there's VFX, which is visual effects, and there's special effects, which is physical effects, like fire and gunpowder and fireworks and gasoline. Yes, they had gasoline, propane tanks, fireworks, gunpowder, flash powder, a box of fireworks with a box of matches in the same box next to two 200 amp electrical panels in the farthest back part of their studio. This is all true. All true. So I took it upon myself to make it my absolute goddamn priority to clean out that workshop, because I have seen I've seen fuse boxes actively spark before, and they have a lot more employees in that office than they used to, and they short they blow fuses all the time. Literally, you might, in an alternate reality, if I had not done what I did last week, you could have at some point in the future seen a headline where entire corridor office fucking explodes. Hence why it was called, by my buddy John, the Boom Boom Room. Because it could have gone boom boom. So this past week, I've been cleaning that out. Literally, I have been cleaning it out with Jason, Evan, John. Tyler was helping out. Nat from Corridor was helping out. It was top priority number one. But because I like to do things right, it took a lot more time because I wanted to renovate the workshop at the same time because it was very difficult to work in the workshop in the state that it is. Not many of you people know, probably, but I used to build decks. When I was in high school, for the last 2 years of high school, I worked as a deck builder, which basically means that I did carpentry. I built decks, I framed them, I put them up and down. I didn't know exactly all the terminology, but I knew how to swing a hammer, and I knew how to fire a nail gun, and I knew how to carry lumber, and I knew kind of where to put it and how to make a cut, right? So it was really fun after the boom boom room was taken care of, that was the first thing that we did. It was really fun because I physically built their workbench. And I don't have a picture of it right now, but it'll come out in a video in the future. I built their workbench using my craftsman carpentry knowledge. I physically built it. I actually built it. And then all of a sudden, I had this memory flooding back into my head like, oh yeah, I can do carpentry. Oh yeah, I can make things. Oh yeah, power tools. Like I can actually use them. So many times in my life, I've just like totally forgotten that I know how to use any tools. So guess what I did? Guess what I just irresponsibly with my money did? And this is so funny because when I redid the workshop, I didn't want to buy any new wood because wood is crazy expensive right now. So we tore down all the previous woods and we used almost entirely reclaimed wood, which just means the wood that was lying around before. I did the forbidden carpentry technique of lengthening wood, right? You know, they say with hair, you know, you can only cut it can only go shorter. It can't really go longer. Well, it's kind of the same with woodworking. But I pulled off the maneuver that was only passed down from generation of carpenter to carpenter of lengthening wood, making it longer. And so that's what I did for this workbench. And it's totally fine. It is very strong. It's a 4x4 that I lengthened. It's totally fine. It's square. It stands up straight. It's strong. It's flat. It's great. And then I cut a notch out of the top of it. But that doesn't change any of the strength. But guess what I did irresponsibly after that moment? I bought so many power tools. I bought so many. I know I don't have a need for them, but I bought so goddamn many power tools. And I don't know how you feel about this particular brand, right? But I bought exclusively Ryobi. Now, this isn't going to mean a lot to a lot of you, and I know that a lot of you are like, oh, power tools, whatever, it doesn't matter. But look at me in the eyes when I say, my God, was it a deal? It was a fucking deal, all right? I don't even know how they were selling it at the prices they were, but they were. So I bought Ryobi. I'm not sponsored. If they want to sponsor me, fucking get it. They got a fucking Ryobi bug zapper that I bought. They got a Ryobi power washer. They got a Ryobi toothbrush. They got a Ryobi armpit hair removal system. They've got everything is the same it's insanity. I swear the people in the Ryobi R&D department are just pounding lines of coke. Just, yeah, I gotta make a dog washer, battery powered. It's incredible. Okay? It's incredible. I don't know why I did this. I apologize. Like I said, hyperfixation, ADHD, it happens. Yes, I'm still on medication. It's fine. It's just for sometimes I get excited about things, okay? And I'm not apologizing for it, just like I'm not apologizing for stealing all of this content. If you go to corridordigital.com, you can subscribe and watch all the rest of it. I just showed one. What's the crime? You're gonna throw me in jail for that? No, you can't even catch me. Anyway, what was the question? Right. But it's been fun. It has been. So it was, oh man, it was a deal. Oh my God, it was a deal, but I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop because I'm normally very frugal sometimes, but other times I'm just like, oh, it's a deal. I'm like my mom. Oh, I'm too much like my mom. Oh no. No. Anyway. A battery powered power washer, by the way. Yeah. No, it's okay. Yes. It's not the ass pills. That's not what they are. But I'm still on them. No, I'm not off my meds. It's called a Staris. It's star. It's got star. There's no asses. It's not ass pills. They go in your mouth. Okay? Cool. Good. Glad we caught up with that. I still haven't done a video. I've been meaning to do it for a long time where I actively, like, in a more responsible way, talk about, like, ADHD and my ADHD. And I'm not saying that anything I'm doing today is in any way related to that, okay? This is not what this is about. I'm just a genius. I wasn't going to say an idiot. I'm just a genius. All these other creators need to get on my level where they realize that they don't actually need to make any content. They just need to steal everyone else's content. And then you get an infinite cycle of content that you get to reuse over and over and over and over again, right? Okay. Why am I green? Because it's night vision. How can I make this any more clear? It's night vision. I am stealing content, therefore I need to be in the dark, because if I'm not in the dark, then people are going to find my location. So it's night vision. All right. Okay, cool. Anyway. Yes, we're recycling. We're recycling content. We're recycling. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, I was so upset that you guys didn't enjoy the Mavis Speaking videos. I need to have a talk with you guys. We need to have a heart-to-heart. Those videos are the best videos that I've ever made. Okay? Those Mavis Speaking videos, they're my pride and joy. They are the best videos I've ever created. And when I realized that you guys did not enjoy those videos, when you did not watch it, I thought of two paths. I thought of exclusively making this channel a Mavis Speaking only channel. Just to say, I'm better than you. Just to say, I'm better than you. But then I thought against it. Then I thought, why do I even bother trying to put any kind of originality into anything I ever do when, in all honesty, the true path to success in YouTube is just to steal other people's content? And I chose that path. I chose that path. And I don't regret a thing. The only thing I regret is giving you the quality Mavis Speaking content that you never even deserved. To think you work so hard. You work so hard to make history every day. And some people are too blind to see the glory. You silly cow. I smell the calcium in your bones. Oh, glory comes at such a heavy price. I love that. Anyway, what was I talking about? I had something else that I actually was very important that I wanted to tell you. Not the milk. Oh, calcium. I need more calcium. I really do want to just download that video. But everyone says it's a very bad idea, and I don't get it. If I download the video and I just redub it, just the parts with my voice, and then I re-upload it, it's like I'm honoring them, whoever it is, whoever Mr. Canyon is. I'm honoring them, right? And also, who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? Huh? Nobody. It's not a terrible idea. It's a genius idea, because every idea I have is genius. Every single one. Literally there's never been a bad idea coming out of this head. Never. Not one. Ryobi, sponsor me or I'm dead to you, and you're dead to me. Anyway, I'm just killing time, guys. No, it's transformative. I'm transformatizing it. I am improving it in every way possible. How can I not make it better by adding my voice to it? My glorious voice. You couldn't even pay for my voice. It's that good. It's that pricey. It's that rich. It would be a blessing. It would be a blessing. I'm not good. I always get in these moods where every time I know that I have really stupid ideas sometimes, but it's the funniest thing. Like with the Mavis Beacon thing, I'm not upset at all about it. What it actually is like whenever someone's like, you shouldn't do that, it makes me want to do it so much more. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. It's not always. That's not how I operate on my day-to-day life. I'm just very counter to everything. Anyway. So, who am I talking to? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to all of you guys. Look. It's not an ADHD thing. I just sometimes feel the need to turn on the camera and cause chaos. That is the need thing. No. I've been doing great though. I've been so busy though. I know I have not been able to get videos up at a regular way, and my editors are screaming at me to record videos. And literally today I was supposed to record a lot of videos, but I keep getting these like ideas that I for some reason have to pursue. And this is something I've actually been embracing, because I do think that like creativity comes in bursts, right? Creativity comes in waves, and I'm always happiest when I'm just able to do absolute nonsense at any time. Like, I don't know why I committed to do a complete overhaul of Corridor's workshop last week, and I promised to do it in 3 days. And that son of a bitch was tough. I was working 12-hour days just hauling things in and out. Not even content creation. I wasn't even doing it for videos, but I just wanted to do it. Like that's what I really like. You know, if I'm going to be, I'll be 100% straight up with you with like, this is actually personal ADHD experience. I was on Adderall for a very long time, and Adderall is very good at making you feel like you can do things. Whatever. I got a prescription for it. I have ADHD. I have been diagnosed with that. So I'm not saying just go out and get it. But I do not like the feeling of being on that medication. It felt like being a robot. It felt like it messes with my sleep. It messes with my mood. It does a lot of things. Having ADHD is tough, and there's a lot of different ways to mitigate that through therapeutic means. But lately, you know, I've just felt more free and stuff. And it's I don't want to clarify. I didn't just like quit taking that medication. I spoke with my doctor. I spoke with my therapist, and I talked about changing a medication. So what I did was I changed medication to one called Astaris that has been working out very well for me, because it allows me to, number one, sleep, and number two, feel like myself. But also I feel more of that creative side of myself, if that makes any sense at all. I don't talk to a lot of people about like ADHD stuff, and it's never really been something that I feel I need to make an excuse for, you know what I mean? I've never been apologetic about like the fact that I have ADHD. It does hinder my life in a lot of ways, but you know, at the same time, I'm not one to like dwell on it. I have it, and it's fine. I manage it as best I can. But for the first time in a long time, the past 3 months, I've been feeling more and more like myself. Just like this, being able to come up with an idea and enjoy it and pursue it. And even if it's tough, it's been very nice. So I've been feeling really, really good. Yes, the ass pills. If you don't know what that joke is about, you haven't been hanging around the members. They will never let that go. Yeah, no, I've been having a great time, but I know that videos have been lacking. It's just because I've been having a great time with Corridor. I don't know how long I'm going to be at Corridor, but I did move a desk over there so I can make videos while I'm over there, so I can keep up with stuff. I do have ideas for videos that I want to make, and I know that I was supposed to record some this weekend, but I didn't, so we'll see what happens. But I mean, you know, that's part of the prize of subscribing to my channel is you never know what you're going to get, and it's always going to be some form of chaos. But like I said at the beginning of this, who's going to stop me, right? Who's going to stop me? Lixian is screaming, I bet, but who's going to stop me? No one. No, but I've been having a great time. More cool stuff coming soon. And do check out Corridor, because I have been making a lot of videos with them. So a lot of my time has been spent with them, but there is good content over there. You can go to Corridor Crew, or you can go to Corridor Digital, their website. Like, you can subscribe. It's actually worth it because they got a lot of good content there. Even if you just try it out and like $5, watch their whole catalog, unsubscribe afterwards. Like, just give it a try. It's fun. I think they got a free trial. So thank you so much for being here. I gotta go. I've got a dinner date with Amy, and I'm not going to miss that for the world. So you all have a good time now. Links in the description for Distractable and Go My Favorite Sports Team, which are the podcasts that I have with my friends, because I want my friends to be successful and have a great podcast that they can call their own. That is the true, honest reason. Plus, it's fun to be able to talk with my friends. So check it out. It's good times. Have a good day, everyone. Spread the love. Remember, don't steal content. Leave that to me. I will be the lightning rod of legal claims. I will take the lawsuits. I'll deal with all that. I have lawyers, and they're probably screaming too. So, as long as I'm not screaming, right? All right, I'm going to go before I get in more legal trouble. Later.